MitchMan himself.
And not really finding a lot of success in the early round, poking out on A, holding for C pushes and Garage. Now they've got the sight. The smoke's down, a little bit of a spam through, doing well for them. I like this from bonkar. They're going to be able to push through in the back of the Paranoia, and huge amount of kills going Guild's way. mojj steps up though to find one. He has support coming in, but they need to stop that defuse inside the smoke. Little disturbing, no, he's already come off it, and out of the smoke, draken emerges for a 3K, and the first round will go to Guild.
Yeah, they got into that site so quickly, just as the plant went down.
Futbolist have gained a little bit of control. They're sat outside of C-Long, sat outside of Garage. It looks like maybe we might have a split coming up in a little bit. 40 seconds left. There's not a ton of time for them to really make a move.
Yeah, they've also been whittled away. There's been a reasonable amount of damage already done, and with the amount of time left, I feel like they're just going to get mowed down the second they attempt to go into a site. What I will say, though, is it looks like a retake A setup currently in play for Guild. So, although a plant is not going to be the be-all and end-all of the round, it could give them an opportunity to do a little bit of damage and earn some credits.
And big fake coming in here. They smoke the right side after already giving away mid presence. That means Guild are still looking at this as a potential B hit, and now they realize the A side is lost, but that plant will come through. And this is now very dangerous because these pistols, they hold the close angles. They now have a chance that they don't have to force fights. They just need to wait for Guild to walk on in. The first kill swings bonkar's way, and a lot of these guys are low HP, tickled up a little bit, but they can still cause damage if they catch them unaware.
Well, that's the thing. Even 2 kills here, that's a win for Futbolist. Any real damage they can do, and it's only going to be the one. One in a plant. It's not the worst case scenario for the side of Futbolist, as they will come in with it.
And you're not going to want to invest up onto them in a round like this, where it is just a bonus. And we're seeing very scrappy early round. Like, these teams, they're holding back. They're waiting for a fight and hoping the other team is going to make a move and give them that opening. So far, though, Guild have been very, very patient on this defensive side. They're making Futbolist make the first move, ready for the default play.
I like this as well because we know, for example, if you give someone like Kiwi these opening battles, the chances are most of the time he's going to win them. Not this one, though. Yacine actually just owned him with the Spectre. First man down, 45 seconds left, and basically no ground has been taken just yet. Finally going to start making their way through the garage, but at this point, there's a camera watching it. There are 3 players currently waiting if they try and boost themselves up. Guild have got a fantastic read.
Yeah, and the best thing about this, bonkar with that Paranoia now ready to blind those guys up. That cost them even more time. No kill to fall off the back of that. 4 players on this C site now as they look to walk on in. I don't know what STERBEN was doing there. That was a brave attempt to cross over. He'll fall, and they still don't know just how many players are tucked into the crevices. There's 10 seconds left as they push forward. The spike falls, Sayf catching them unaware. A swing out of Leo to close the round, and that is about as good as...
Like it. They're picking up the pace. The slower rounds, the D4 rounds really haven't been working for them, so let's try and put Kiwi in a position where he can try and open up some of these rounds.
I'm looking at Futbolist and look at the change in their early round because they're not playing default right now. These guys are looking to push into the A side, at least for early round aggression. And that might come off the back of Guild playing so passive on the defensive side. But in this round, they have B and C control with trap wires. They have bonkar watching Garage, and they're 4 stacked in a buy round on this A side. It seems like Guild they're definitely predicting Futbolist to go this way. They've got no walls activated, and this could be a big problem now. The lockdown coming into play. Yacine's going to try to deal with that, and he's got it done. Now looking to fight on site and getting out of there with the kill for free. This has been a great start to the round, and by the looks of it, it's going to be a great end to it as well.
They are getting slaughtered. Every single time, Futbolist must just be sat there like, how did they know?
Yeah.
How did they know?
I'm sat there wondering that right now, Tom. I mean, the fact that they push down C-Long to get that trap bar, they do the same on B in the early round or the pre-round. Oh, Yacine, look at this timing coming up. He's already won this fight before with a Spectre, now armed with a Phantom. There's no shot he loses it. Poor old STERBEN all by himself. I gotta say, that round right there, that's absolutely gorgeous by Guild. I just want to know, how readable was that? Do Futbolists maybe like always go A on these kind of rounds? Is this something for the desk to maybe delve into? Because Guild just had the playbook open in front of them on this one.
In the world. Sayf, timing here going to be everything, and well, it is spot on. Even a Paranoia just to make sure that he can get out of there, and he's taken a lot of damage on the cross as mojj has to fall back.
Yeah, the Seeker's not really going to feed a lot of information here. That one's just popped and confirms the information they already had of 2 players inside of Garage. It's not really going to affect their decision-making, but they will start to shift their way towards this A side. Again, Leo playing outside of it on that retake, and a smoke blooming now tells him that this is likely to be an A play. Spike plant should be coming in a second. The full rotation will come through, and that's where Guild will have a much tougher time of getting this retake in now that they don't have those ultis to back them up.
A lot of these rounds, though, have been calculated by Guild so far. It's definitely not been as almost aggressive as we normally see them. They've been trying to work out their opponents, as again, we're going to see Yacine just blast packing his way through. This time he's caught. He has granted a little bit of space, though, and just a combination stab retake was filth. 5 kills in a matter of seconds. Futbolist. We just move on to map 2, because they're getting boomed.
Yeah, again, you got to look at Yacine on that blast pack play. He gets in there, and sure.
Yeah, so maybe don't get headshotted by a sheriff.
Yeah,
that's the
one call, yeah.
I feel like I can forgive that happening once.
This is going to be dangerous. They're about to blitz around this corner. Sayf is going to be caught potentially unaware on this. The first and second as well. And he knows qRaxs is up close. That's dealt with immediately. Never mind. Sayf had it all under control. 5v2. 5v1, in fact.
Oh, no, just end it, please.
Coming in.
I can't see this happen again to a Turkish team. I can't. We haven't even got to the point where a Turkish team faces off against Liquid just yet. That might happen down the... Well, actually, looking at this, it probably won't, but...
Sayf, I don't know how he got away with 3. I couldn't tell you. I could watch that back 4 times. I still wouldn't be able to process what just happened to this man.
I'm getting flashbacks. Because it's Haven.
Yes.
They're sure it's not Liquid this time, but it is a Turkish team. There's been nothing. Sayf stayed in the same corner.
It just feels like Guild are playing, they're smurfing.
Yeah, no, this has almost felt like bullying. Like, we need to call the bully hunters.
He's just wallbanged him! He's just wallbanged him! Look at where he died! I said Kiwi was unfortunate with the A short, with the garage fight. He has just died in their spawn with a wallbang from a Phantom. I mean, come on, that summarizes the dude's game so far.
If you don't laugh, you'll cry. Sayf, he's going to get blinded up, but he will survive. And actually, look at the control that Draken has taken. This is going to be so difficult for them to hold on to anything. The Seekers is going to give up all the remaining positions, and they don't know that there's still this man just hiding behind them. If they try and plant in the open, they're almost definitely dead. They need to try and clear these angles, and STERBEN will do just that. Maybe the first whiff we've seen so far from Guild.
Yeah, over on the Guild side, that's almost certain. Look at the damage done, though. A lot of these guys are low, sub 50, and now it's only going to be SasuKe and qRaxs left to try and hold on to it. The spike still not planted in the flank out of bonkar. That could seal the round. They're not checking it at all. He is catching them completely unaware. And a 45, at 19 HP after the shock dart, SasuKe has to try to make this clutch. The shrouded step getting bonkar out of trouble. He'll rotate around to play this one with his teammate, and at this point, I mean, it feels like it's going to be that double digits on the board for Guild. We need a god tier play out of SasuKe, and he's got 20 seconds to go get the spike. Yeah. It's basically impossible.
Yeah, this is done. Like, he maybe gets the kill onto bonkar, but then he basically has to sprint all the way back, and he's wasted so much.
You just got turned by bonkar, man! I've never seen bonkar hit a shot.
I don't even know, like, just cause them this?
Oh, there we go. That's something. Leo down as well. Oh, Stopper coming out of Yacine. He's got the kill up close. A point-blank execution. A nade onto mojj doing damage. And he'll look to get out of this position, but he's running right into them. He wants to take the fight, and Yacine is winning them. Blast pack out, and it's not going to be popped in time to deal the damage to take them down, but Sayf is there to do the same to close that half out.
Pistol or bust, in case anybody was wondering.
Yeah, 13 to win. And, well, at least it's starting out well for football. It's a double kill to open things up. It couldn't get any better. Nade kill onto SasuKe. They know that this flash is coming around the corner. They saw it in the X-ray. Do they know about mojj? It looks like they do. Yacine is running on in, but qRaxs shuts him down, keeps it doable for Futbolist. In fact, it looks like this should be theirs. bonkar is low, Leo's on 80 HP, and Kiwi's got the flank locked in.
Okay, one of them's for free. It's left onto Leo. He has had an unbelievable match so far, but he won't be able to stop them from getting there first.
Damage to start, some shields stripped. Leo effectively on half.
Deploying drone. Enemy mark.
Well, the drone's tagged at least. It makes it a little bit easier to shoot it. For Futbolist on the defense, you know, this is a team that obviously prioritizes, at least in the first couple of rounds here, they prioritized holding the defaults, waiting for Guild to push into them. And you feel like almost on the defensive side, when a team does that, on the attack, they're often going to be an aggressive team when it comes to their defense. And look at this push coming down in sewers right now. Sayf able to grab the first, but he will be punished. Almost taking qRaxs down though. Look at that, 33 HP remaining. And he's the one player that can't be healed up.
That's the problem. You can't heal yourself with your nice little healing circle. And they're going to take a little bit of control into B again. They're almost just setting off utility at this point. They'll know that there's an alarm bot, which again, I think has actually been taken back. So that's not going to play any part in this round either, but they're almost just trying to bait rotations. And for now, the defense is actually fairly split for Futbolist, not the similar reads we saw in the last half. So sure, the time is ticking down, but the chances are they're only going to be walking into one player, and by the looks of it, it's going to be mojj.
Yeah, mojj with a lot of responsibility on his shoulders right now. The steps being heard, 10 seconds remaining. qRaxs is coming through with a high flash. That paranoia caught mojj perfectly. He might not be able to do anything about this now as they push into sight. 5 seconds remaining. If he can just drop this spike, it's all over, but he won't. He'll catch Leo, but the spike is down. Planted in the background. Kill swinging Guild's way in the 3v2. mojj, undetected, was able to get the jump on them, leaving Draken to do it all. The defuse needs to come through, and it is planted nice and open. The first kill in Draken's favor already. And he is going to play this off of his cage, blocking the vision, spraying on through. mojj waiting for him to peek on out. The wall bang's not quite there for him this time, and Draken gets the jump. 13-2 we go. And an incredible start to this series coming out of Guild. They've really blindsided their opponents on that one, and I have to say, Tom, they blindsided me too. I thought maybe they could take it, but not in this kind of fashion.
No, considering as well that this is a map that, again, we haven't really seen them play at all in this tournament so far. So I was kind